Welcome to my channel again. Today I have a very important package for you, my viewers. I call it Debunking the Spiritual Spouse Myth. Debunking the Spiritual Spouse Myth. Yes, a lot of things have been said concerning someone having spiritual spouse, spiritual husband, spiritual wife, and the likes. But so many people have been misled, misinformed, and been made to believe lies. I want to start by telling you straight away, whoever cares to listen, that there is nothing, absolutely nothing like spiritual spouse. Yes, you are hearing it from me. I'm going to reveal secrets to you that will put the record straight. I'm telling you with all authority that the so-called spiritual spouse does not exist anymore in this world since after the days of Noah and the flood. You may not believe it, you may be shocked, you may doubt it, but don't forget that I have told you so. That those men and women who abuse you sexually in your dreams are people who know you very well and whom you know also very well. Yes. Let me tell you that any of the following persons I'm going to mention to you now can come to you with strange faces in your dreams to abuse you sexually. Yes, they come with strange faces so that you will not recognize them and that you will continue to believe falsehood. But I want to urge you, don't doubt what I'm telling you now. That person could be your landlord. Yes, your landlord. That person could be your landlady. That person could be your boss in the office. That person could be your co-worker. That person could be your schoolmate. That person could be your best friend. It could be your neighbor. It could even be your sibling. It could be your father. It could be your mother. It could be your pastor. That person could be your prophet. It could be your church member. Anybody. I'm telling you the truth. Believe it and be aware. The spirit spouse? No. No spirit spouse. They give you the wrong information. They tell you the wrong thing so that you will not suspect anybody. But any of these people who come to your dream and they molest you and abuse you sexually, and you will never suspect because they never come in their true image. Don't let anyone deceive you that you have a spiritual spouse somewhere. Don't let them deceive you. Even those telling you this, those telling you it's a spirit husband, a spirit wife, they even know, many of them know that such entities no longer exist. That's the truth. It's good for you to know that whoever comes to you in your dream to abuse you sexually has a goal. That goal is to steal, to kill, and to destroy. And the number one thing they come to steal is your virtue. Yes, your energy, your goodness, in order to prosper themselves. And on the other hand, render you poor, wretched, and miserable. You don't believe? Please believe. Believe what I'm telling you, you will be free. It is that truth that I'm giving you now that will set you free. Your abuser always prepares what is called sexual snare or sexual trap. Unknown to you, and they will place it strategically at the place where they know you always pass through. They place it where you could have direct or indirect contact with it. In that snare or sexual trap is the spirit of that abuser. Their spirit, their image will enter your private part. You don't believe? I'm going to give you the remedy. By the time you apply what I'm going to give to you, you will discover that it is deliberate and calculated trap programmed to capture your virtue, to capture your goodness, to capture your blessings, and render you empty. In fact, to empty you. That trap, as you pass through it, it will link you to their coven, where they will invoke your spirit and abuse you. They abuse you, the person abusing you is the others are watching you. That is the abominations witchcraft carry out every time. They live in absolute abomination. So it is a terrible and abominable thing they do. I'm going to give you some clues for you to know what they use to set their traps for you that you will never suspect except you are informed as I am informing you now. Watch out for their sexual snares in the form of sweet or candy. Sweet or candy. They spread the sweet or candy like that. You just look at it, that these are candies. What do they mean? They threw them on the floor, maybe at your doorstep. You won't count them as anything, just brush them aside and go your way. But they too will you know or suspect that that is a deadly sexual snare deliberately put on your way to capture your glory. Sweet or candy wraps. Sweet or candy wraps. They can use the candy itself. They can use only the wraps. The wraps also represent the content. They can drop white tissue paper or white paper. They can drop stains of dog feces. Stains of dog feces. They can drop stains of dog feces. They can stain the dog feces on something and drop it. Of course, you know what dog represents spiritually. Dog represents sexual perversion. They can also parade their dogs, make their dogs to pass around you, sniff around you. You don't know what has been programmed against you as the dog sniff around you. They have transferred their sexual spirit into your private parts, and you will not realize it because there's no feeling. You won't feel anything. It's a spiritual thing. They know what they have done. It's you that is ignorant that you will not know what they have done. They can also place the kata or cough flame. The flame when you blow your nose, the flame that comes out, or the kata you cough out, that flame, they can drop it where you pass through or you match it, that's all. And of course, you know what such thing represents in the body of a human. And once you make any contact with that, you won't know that those are what they use to set their sexual snares in order to steal your goodness. So when you see things like this, be aware that something has happened. You go about, you see all these things I've mentioned to you. Know immediately that there is danger. I'm giving you these clues so that you will not continue to be their victim. You won't continue to be their victim. Okay? When you see such things, there is plan to capture your virtue. There is plan to capture your energy, the orgasm that they take from you when they abuse you, and steal your prosperity and breakthroughs through such activities and render you poor and wretched. So, believe what I'm telling you, all well and good. You doubt it and wave it aside, that's your own lookout. But I'm giving you this information free of charge. So,